Right, what's happening YouTube? It's Kaz here from Kaz Nation, and boom, we have face cam. Now I thought, because this isn't a gameplay or a draft piece or anything like that, I thought I'd let you guys see my ugly mug for the first time, and that will happen from time to time when I do sort of videos like this. But I thought today it'll be a really cool video to drop, sort of show you guys something that I found out the other day that I thought was really cool. And it's probably out there already, I'm not going to lie, but I thought it'd be nice to share it anyway, just in case you haven't seen it. For today's video, what we're going to be looking at is, do chemistry styles really affect your team? Now, I've always been sort of, you know, like on the fence. Do they work? Do they not really work? Like, for me, I don't see a massive difference until this FIFA. I feel like this FIFA has changed a lot, and chemistry styles actually do make a big difference to your team. So I'll give you an example of what actually happened, the reason I come up with this video. So I was playing for Champions on the weekend, I was doing pretty well, finished on 25 wins, big up myself. But I was playing with my Jesus. I've had him for like 250 games now. He's been sick. And I thought, why is he so good? Because I'm not being funny. Like, some of the goals he was scoring and some of the finishes he was making were just insane. Like, he was just bending it top corner and he had like a bit of backspin. He was putting a bit of curl on it and it was going up here and down there. Everything was crazy. And I thought, why is this happening? Like, what is actually making him do this? I looked at his stats and obviously they are insane. That's why he was so expensive until he got himself injured. Then I picked him up for 150k. Big up myself. But now, I thought, why is he so good? And I thought, maybe it's the chemistry style. So I consulted the all-knowing beings, the gods. Foothead, thank you, I appreciate you. But basically what I actually ended up finding was at the bottom corner of the screen, like sort of the bottom sort of tab, there's something you can click on that lets you apply any chemistry style in the game to a player of your choice. So obviously when you search Foothead, you search for a player, gives you his base stats. His shooting, his physical, everything like that. It gives you the actual stats behind it, so his actual pace, his actual acceleration, etc. We all know this. But then if you click on that chemistry style thing, it lets you apply any chemistry style that you have in the game. It lets you apply it to your player, and then it shows you his improved stats, like his in-game stats. Now, how true these are, I don't know. But for me, it made sense, because obviously Jesus, his shooting, like his finishing, I think it was 85, his base finishing. And the Hunter chemistry style put it up to like 96, and I thought, damn, that makes sense. That's why he's able to score ridiculous shots. And that, coupled with his pace and his agility and stuff, makes him so sick. So I thought to myself, like, I wonder if people actually know this, because I've been on Foothead loads of times. I always look for players. I normally check their beast rating because I'm a bit sad like that. But I thought maybe people don't actually, like, they just haven't noticed it. It's quite a small little tab, like, I didn't see it. So I thought maybe people haven't noticed it. So I thought I'd drop a video for you guys. It's going to be nice and quick, pretty cool. Obviously my ugly mug here as well, which you will see from time to time. But anyway, without further ado, we will jump straight into the video and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. Right, so here we are guys, on Foothead. So let me just explain to you exactly what basically I'm talking about. So obviously we've got our man Gabriel Jesus here. Absolutely sick, recommend buying him. But as you can see, we've got all his stats here. So these are just his prices, and these are his basic stats. So what they do in the initial screen is they put a basic chemistry style on him, and this I actually didn't know. But giving him a basic chemistry style, it improves his stats a little bit. He gets a +5 pace, his finishing, his positioning and stuff like that, they all get a little boost. But basically, as you're about to see now, you can actually change the chemistry styles, and it will show you his increased stats and where it gets increased. And that can be quite interesting, purely because like you can give players stat boosts that you didn't think were possible, really. So let's go straight into it. Right guys, so as we can see here, I've clicked on the chemistry style thing. You'll see just in the top corner of the screen. I actually did it on my phone, which is why I said the bottom, but for your laptop guys, your PC guys, it's in the top. But you click on Hunter, and what actually happens is it applies all the stat boosts Hunter will give your player in-game. So obviously you can see there, 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, which is why he just burns past everyone. I mean, I've faced legends with Jesus, like he made Sol Campbell look stupid, like. And I think that's the Hunter that did that. But obviously his shooting goes up by loads, and this is what I was talking about with the finishing. He goes from 85 to a 95 finishing, which is why he's scoring those ridiculous shots. He scores some long shots from time to time. Obviously his long shots are only 77, but it's a +5 boost, obviously. So even though it doesn't show you in-game, like, Foothead have sort of given you a guideline as to what you can expect to see from the boosts of your players, basically, which I think is good. Like, I don't think this is law. I don't think you should follow this completely. I don't know how true it is. I guess it's based on opinion, but it's a good guideline to sort of give a player that you want to do something a bit different. Say you want him to finish a bit better, Actually, I'll wait till the next example because then I can explain to you what I mean by that. So we'll move into the next one. This is the last chemistry style I really want to talk to you guys about. But what we've gone for here is actually a shadow. Now obviously it gets the pace increase, we don't really care about that. We get the defending increase, we don't really care about that. But there's one stat I want you to take notice of in this screen, and that's his heading rating. Now of course, as a defender, that's insane. Like, you need heading, you need strength and all the defending stats you need. But heading actually comes in handy if you've got a striker. Now say you play a wide formation and you've got someone like Diego Costa or someone up front. You wouldn't think of putting a shadow on them because all you think, oh, it's just his defending. I don't need his defending to go up. But if you're giving Diego Costa a +10 rating on his heading, all you have to do is swing the ball into the box and he's going to win the majority of headers purely because you've put this chemistry style that doesn't actually make sense if you're looking at the base stats on FIFA. But because you've gone onto Footahead and had a look here, you've actually, like I've noticed, he gets a heading boost, which actually comes in handy. It's the same with, say, you've got a midfielder. He's absolutely insane at dribbling. We'll take maybe a David Silva, for example. He's absolutely insane at dribbling, but he's not very strong. So say you give him a gladiator. Obviously his defending's going to go up, which you don't really care about. But at the same time, all his strength will go up. If you give him a gladiator, he'll get some extra strength, which he's going to need. He'll get some extra aggression, which he's going to need. And he'll actually probably get some extra stamina. Because I know once players hit a certain age, FIFA like to give them really crap stamina. Like, you're an old man, you can't run anymore. Which I don't think is fair. But if you actually look at the stats, like all his physical would go up, which would help you. And obviously his dribbling's insane. His shooting would be decent. Obviously his pace is okay. But if you give him something like a gladiator, he's going to go up, like he's going to be better. He's going to play better for you. He might not get shrugged off the ball as easily. Of course, it's David Silva, so he's a bit like, he's small. He's not going to be holding you the same way Pogba would. But at the same time, like, this just gives you a really nice guideline as to how you want your players to perform. And of course, I've used Jesus as the example, but you can do this with every single player. So any player on your team, think about what do you want them to do in the game? Like, why are they in your team? Have you got one up top with two wingers? You want that guy to be big, you want that guy to be physical, you want his hold-up play to be good. So it might be worth considering putting a sort of more defensive chemistry style in your striker, because he's going to get the physical increase, he's going to get the heading increase, you know, he's going to be a bit stronger, he can jump a bit higher. And if that's the way you play the game, that's going to benefit you. Now, it's not a striker, a chemistry style, but because you've actually had a look on here and thought, what do I want my player to do? It's actually going to benefit you, which I think is sick. So I think I'll leave it there, guys. I've sort of given you an explanation as to what I think's going on. Obviously, don't follow this by the letter. I don't know how true it is. I don't know how popular this kind of video is, but I only found out the other day. So I thought I'd drop it in a nice video. I wasn't really too sure what to upload, but if you did like it, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I've got a lot more content coming for you, like in the next few days. I'll probably drop my Foot Champions rewards. I got gold one again. We'll see what we get. But I guess for now, I'll see you later.